What's up YouTube? This is Master Renz and welcome back to my channel. So sa video ito, manonood tayo kay Mindjunkie na ang pamagat ay 14 scary videos you'll never forget. Nako, hindi daw natin malilimutan to pag napanood natin to. Favorite ko to, Mindjunkie. So make sure mag-subscribe kayo sa channel na to. Without further ado, let's go sa go!
This first clip captures what should have been a simple, happy moment. A family gathering to celebrate a girl's birthday. Danielle sits in front of her cake, smiling as the candles flicker. Everything's normal until it's time to make a wish.
Ang ganda. Ganda ng cake.
Happy birthday, Mindjunkie. Happy birthday to you.
I said happy birthday, Blondie.
Ayaw ah. Wow. Wow. Paano nangyari yun?
Did you do it?
That wasn't me.
Paano nangyari yun?
That was strange, wasn't it?
Danielle leans
Halata sa reaction ng mga tao sa paligid niya. Miski siya, gulat na gulat. Paano nangyari yun?
forward and tries to blow the candles out, but they stay lit. She tries again, and still nothing happens. Then, without her doing anything, every single candle suddenly goes out on its own. One family member can be heard saying,
What did you do?
and another says,
That was strange, wasn't it? What happened?
they all laugh it off, but no one really knows what just happened. Was it just a weird coincidence? Or was something unseen standing next to her, waiting to make her wish come true first? What do you think?
Ang creepy. Ang creepy naman nun.
Late one night, a family began hearing noises coming from the downstairs of their house. At first, they just brushed it off, but over time, the noises kept on getting more and more eerie, and each time the father would get up to check, he wouldn't ever find anything. However, eventually he managed to pinpoint where the sounds were coming from, under the stairs. Frustrated, he decides to set up a home security camera pointing to the stairs, and that same night, the camera caught this.
CCTV to ah. CCTV to. Wow. Ay. Ano yan? Ay. Ay. Ano yan? Ay.
The face of someone or something appears from out of the darkness under the stairs. After seeing this footage, the family were horrified. They now believe that something evil is the cause of all the eerie sounds they'd been hearing and decided it would be best to move out. But what would you do if this appeared under your stairs?
Alam nyo kasi, yung mga ganong pagkakataon, pwedeng lumipat ng bahay or pwedeng pabendisyonan na lang. Kasi syempre sayang din naman yung bahay. Alam ko as much as possible, pinabibendisyonan yung bahay. O pinapablessing in English.
This next video was uploaded to the internet by Arash Afnan. Prior to this video, his young son had been complaining that one of his dolls had been making noises late at night, and that he often felt like there was someone in the room with him. At first, Arash didn't think much of it, but late one night, the doll began making those same noises. However, it wasn't coming from the boy's room. It was coming from the kitchen, supposedly calling out to Arash's son, who was awoken by it. Wanting to show his father that his stories are true, he grabs his father's phone while he's asleep and records this.
Bising. Natidur pun tak boleh. Hantu punya setan. Mana kau
Gising daw,
sorok?
gising.
Kau lapar nasi ke setan? Bisinglah lagi.
Bata pa yung nagbibideo.
Ada dua setan.
Uy,
Video diam lah.
manika niya.
Apa lagi ni?
Wow. Saan galing yung manika? Saan napunta yung manika?
A plant pot shakes mysteriously all on its own, but then rattling inside the kitchen cupboard spooks the boy. He opens it up, and the doll, responsible for creeping him out, is in there. Spooked, the boy shuts the cupboard doors, and when he opens them up to check again, the doll has mysteriously vanished, and the rattling continues. When Arash's son showed him the footage, he was stunned. He now believes
Number one, hindi kinat yung video sa observation ko. Tapos syempre, bata pa yung nag-video. Kaya mas lalong nakakatakot. Hindi niya kinakat. Pansin ko sa video, kung napansin nyo, hindi niya kinat yung video. Walang pinutol. So, saan pupunta yung manika dun?
there is a dark presence connected to the doll, possibly even trying to possess his son. But what do you think is going on here? And just where did the doll go? TikTok user Sam Rossi uploaded the following clip after breaking down late one night on an infamously haunted road in Indonesia. A road said to be haunted by a penampakan. In Indonesian folklore, penampakan refers to an apparition, often a full-bodied ghost, that appears suddenly, usually at night, and is believed to be the restless spirit of someone who passed away under tragic circumstances. In the spot where Sam's truck broke down, right on a narrow bridge, the very place where locals say multiple tragedies have happened, including one where a young woman reportedly passed away after a late-night argument. Aware of these stories, Sam begins filming, hoping to document what's happening and maybe protect himself, just in case. He starts explaining the situation, but then suddenly hears something move on the other side of his truck.
Aku saiki ngomong yo.
Katakot talaga.
Mambune. Moro-moro mambune gak enak lur. Mambu melati campur amis. Sapa iku? Sapa?
Katakot yun, no? Kasi ko lang mag-isa.
Amis lur yo.
Wow.
Ito, sapa iki?
Ay. Nawala. Ay.
Mulot!
Huwag mo nang tawagin.
Mulot! Munjula!
Mulot daw.
Lur. Sapa yo? Wes lur. Aku tak budal.
Sam is startled by the sounds of something, and when he checks under his truck to see what's on the other side, a pair of legs can be seen dangling down in mid-air. But when he goes round to check, no one's there. No footsteps, no signs of anyone nearby, just the empty road. Some argue this could be a prank, while others believe what Sam witnessed was a penampakan. So, did Sam capture proof of the Indonesian ghost legend? Or is there another explanation? Let me know what you think.
Katakot.
This next video was filmed by a man named Robert Earl White, who was staying at an Airbnb in Williamsburg, Virginia, right by the edge of the Queens River. It was late at night, and Robert had stepped outside for a moment when he suddenly heard something moving. At first, he thought it might just be an animal, but then the footsteps grew louder and closer until it sounded like something was just a few feet in front of him. Creeped out, he pulls out his phone and hits record. This is what he caught.
Why is it coming closer? I have no idea what this is. It's like right up here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little freaking spooked right now. I'm not afraid of you.
Uy, tapang. Tapang si kuya.
Show yourself.
Baka tumakbo ka niyan.
There it is.
sa kanya.
Sounds like it's walking up here. I don't know if you can hear this. I'm trying to be quiet.
Tinawag mo eh. Oh. Ay. Ay. Ay, ay,
Alright, no lie. I'm on my back porch. I heard something stomping in the woods. Something huge.
Malis ka na dyan.
The sounds of footsteps can be heard, and Robert is creeped out. Then, glowing eyes can be seen watching him from the darkness, followed by the sounds of footsteps, and Robert becomes concerned. He continues filming, and then out of nowhere, it appears, its eyes glowing red in the darkness. But then, in a split second, it vanishes into the shadows. Robert Earl White uploaded this video with the title, "My Terrifying Encounter with a Skinwalker," and viewers of this video agree. One comment by Blue Flame Integration says, "At the beginning of this video, with those red eyes, I looked carefully and could see the body, shoulders, etc. and it looked like what others have shown to be a skinwalker. They can vanish into portals and turn into other creatures or mimics." And if we brighten the footage, we can definitely see its body. But is this a skinwalker as Robert Earl White and commenters believe? You decide.
Na-informa ng katawan niya parang pagapang siya maglakad. So, may chance na baka skinwalker yun. Grabe, usong-uso sa kanilang skinwalker.
In this next clip, a person was relaxing at home when they suddenly began to hear eerie noises coming from another part of their house. Noises that were so creepy, the person had no idea just who or what could be making them. Concerned, they grabbed their phone and tried to turn the lights on, but the power was out. What they caught on camera left them horrified.
Brown out Brown out sa kanila nito. Ay, ayun nga oh.
The face of someone or something can be seen peeking out from behind a wall. The person recording doesn't wait a second longer to see what it is and immediately flees in fear. To this day, they still have no clue just who or what this is, but the sounds and its face will surely haunt them forever.
Kami putla nung itsura. Ano kaya nila lang yun? Katakot.
The YouTube channel Throne Paranormal posted this next eerie video after a live investigation at Holcombe Church, a centuries-old site in Somerset, England, known for its quiet isolation and reportedly haunted graveyard. The team streamed the investigation live on Facebook, hoping to catch something strange. But during the live stream, eagle-eyed viewers noticed something the investigators missed entirely. Watch closely.
Live to Whoa.
Did you catch it? On the left side of the screen, a white mist seems to suddenly appear out of nowhere, hovering for just a moment before vanishing into thin air. The team was focused on scanning the area, unaware that something may have been standing right beside them. Many believe this mist could be an apparition, possibly tied to one of the many souls buried on the church grounds. Holcombe Church is said to be haunted by the spirit of a former parishioner who tragically passed away near the site hundreds of years ago. But what do you think? Was this just fog? Or something that followed Throne Paranormal through the graveyard that night?
Posibleng fog.
This next video was captured deep underground in one of the most dangerous and haunted workplaces in the world, El Teniente Mine in Chile. It's the largest underground copper mine on the planet, but it's also a place where dozens of miners have tragically passed away over the decades, vanishing without explanation. And while management rarely talks about it, the miners do. Stories of strange voices echoing through the tunnels, equipment turning on by itself, and sightings of figures in the dark where no one should be. Many who've worked here before believe that some of the miners who tragically passed away never left, which brings us to this chilling footage captured by a CCTV camera positioned in one of the tunnels. It shows a lone worker standing in the corridor talking to someone.
Ay, naku po. Ay. Ay, naku po. Katakot to ah. Oh, hindi acting to. Oh, ginamayan niya. Alam nyo, kung acting niya, ang galing niyang umaakte. Pero sa observation ko, malaking legit to. Kasi ano to eh, kumbaga sa CCTV camera. Tapos napansin ko, baka epektohin ng pagod. Kasi minsan may mga ganyan eh, pag sobrang pagod. Sabi daw nila, yun din yung pinaparamdaman ng mga entity. Pag sobrang pagod ka, syempre, yun nga, baka may chance na dyan kumakapit yung negative energy. Kaya yung mga entity dyan nalapit. Pero nakakatakot to, legit to. Kung acting yan, ang galing umacting ng miner na yan.
The worker can be seen having a conversation with, well, no one, even pulling out his phone to show whoever is there. But who is he talking to? He even responds on his walkie-talkie to staff watching the footage, who asked him, "Who are you talking to?" His reply was, "Another worker." He then appears to shake hands with whoever or whatever is there before walking off. Later, when staff showed him the footage, he was reportedly left shaken. To this day, he insists that someone was standing right in front
Kahit ako, kung ganyan na mabalitaan ko, sa akin mangyayari yan. Talagang manginginig ako sa takot.
of him, but the camera tells another story. So who or what did he see in that tunnel?
Creepy.
Robert Watt, 47, uploaded this next creepy video after encountering something that, in his own words, scared the hell out of him. According to Robert, his dog kept barking non-stop at the edge of the forest near his home. Thinking it might be an animal, he steps outside to investigate, but what he captures instead is deeply unsettling.
Ollie, what are you barking at? That dog was barking hard. See nothing. Yeah, it's a full moon tonight, yo. Full moon tonight. I don't know what the hell he's barking at.
Ayan, dilim mo.
I have no idea.
Grabe yung lugar sa kanila, no? At least sa atin dito sa Pilipinas, yung mga sa probinsya, at least yung mga street light na itatayo. Dito sa kanila wala, oh. Napakadelikado nito.
So how's he barking at? What the hell is that?
So, ay,
What the fuck is that?
ay,
What the f***
kahawig mo kanina.
is that, Sal?
Takbo, bilis.
In the darkness, two glowing red eyes can be seen just beyond the tree line, locked directly onto Robert. As soon as he realizes what he's looking at, he quickly panics and flees back inside. This video went viral on TikTok, with some viewers suggesting it might be the infamous Mothman, a winged humanoid creature said to be a harbinger of disaster. But Robert? He used the hashtag werewolf in his post, implying he believes he came face to face with something else entirely. One viewer left a chilling warning in the comments. If you ever see red eye shine, get out of there fast. Because red eye shine, according to many cryptid hunters, doesn't belong to any normal animal. It's something else. Something far more sinister.
Kakawig nito yung kanina. Yung pinakita dun sa skinwalker. Pwedeng tingin ko baka skinwalker to.
So what do you think Robert saw out there in the trees? A strange animal? A cryptid? Or something else? Let me know.
Okay, number 5.
This next photo was originally shared through iMessage as a live photo and quickly began spreading online, leaving everyone who saw it feeling deeply unsettled. According to the person who uploaded it to Reddit, the image was taken during a birthday weekend by the lake. A group of women, no kids, just adults, had gathered for a girls-only getaway. At one point during the trip, someone snapped a quick live photo near the campfire, but when that photo was reviewed later, something was off.
Putla no?
On the far right, behind two women seated near the fire, a small child face can be seen peeking out from behind them, pale, grey, and not reflecting the warm firelight like everyone else in the shot. What's even stranger, according to those present, there were no children at the gathering, and no one recognized this child. Even more eerie, when playing back the live photo, viewers noticed that iPhone's facial recognition feature completely ignored the figure, as if it wasn't a person at all. Now, Rip8 Youth, the uploader, admits they're not an expert and originally hoped to debunk the image, but after analysing it, they were left with more questions than answers. The main question? Just who or what is this?
Takot.
The Appalachian Mountains are some of the oldest in the world, and some say they're also the most haunted. For decades, hikers and campers have reported strange sounds, eerie sightings, and the terrifying feeling that they're not alone. In 2023, two campers set out on a remote trail deep within the range, but after several nights of feeling watched, they decided to set up a night vision camera just in case. At 2:10 AM, it captured something. Watch closely.
Uy, ano yan? Ang laki ah. Ano ka pre? O Bigfoot?
At first, it looks like nothing's there, but as the camera zooms in, a pair of eyes can be seen, watching the campers from the tree line. Whatever it is pretty tall, and some viewers believe it's a wild animal, but others say it could be something much older, something that's always been watching from the woods. But what do you think these eyes belong to that were watching these campers in the Appalachian Mountains? Comment below.
Bigfoot. Okay, number 3.
This next clip comes from an unknown source, but the backstory behind it is deeply unsettling. A person had been hearing noises downstairs while they were trying to sleep upstairs. Noises so loud and unnatural they'd wake from the deepest of sleeps. But not just any noises. Sinister, wailing sounds. Something they'd never heard before. Frightened but determined to figure out what was going on, the family set up cameras all around the house. One was placed in the kitchen dining area, the room where the sounds always seemed to be the loudest. For a while, nothing happened. The night stayed quiet, but the wailing continued. Then, one night, just after 3 AM, that same kitchen camera suddenly captured this.
Uy. Mama mia, ano yun?
Something with glowing eyes can be seen in the footage. It rises slowly before ducking away out of sight. But what is it? The footage is only a few seconds long, but it left viewers chilled. Some say it looks like a person crouched low, peering over the counter. Others insist that what we're seeing here isn't human at all. But what do you think this is? A prank? A prowler? Or something far more terrifying hiding in plain sight? Let me know your thoughts. This video was shared by a woman named Heather, who says she was enjoying a quiet evening with her family on the porch when something across the yard suddenly caught her eye. The strange part, no one else could see it. Only Heather, and the CCTV camera mounted on her porch seemed to notice anything at all. Later that night, she reviewed the footage, and what she saw left her seriously creeped out.
There's like little mosquitoes.
Oh, ayun no.
What?
May nakita yung babae.
What did you say, Mommy? I didn't hear you.
In the footage, a white figure, dressed in what looks like an old-fashioned nurse's uniform, can be seen drifting eerily through the darkness near her property. Heather had no idea what she'd just captured, but the story doesn't end there. Because just a few miles from Heather's home is the site of a long-abandoned psychiatric hospital, the Byberry State Hospital, a place many locals believe is still haunted. And in a second video, Heather explains why.
Story time. So a little backstory. I live about a mile from where Byberry State Hospital used to be. This is one of the, I'm pretty sure, the most notorious mental hospital in the country. There was experiments performed on patients. They were so overcrowded, like the nurse to patient ratio was just extreme. There also was cases of staff that were by the patients. And you know, back then, like a lot of times people would have issues like autism and things like that. And instead of getting these people help, they would just drop them off up at Byberry and just say, you know, see you later, and never see them again. Now, when I was a kid growing up, we used to definitely go in there, and it was really scary. Like the second you walk on the grounds, you just feel like it's cold, it's not normal, it feels weird. Like you can tell somebody's watching you. There's underground tunnels underneath, so we used to run around them too, and they used to use those tunnels to transport bodies. And there was still those like metal slab beds that they were still down there when we went in there, like, you know, in the 2000s. Everyone that's a millennial from the Northeast is gonna have a story about Byberry. I felt my arm grabbed in there once, and I moved my flashlight because I thought it was my friend, and my friend was like over there, and I'm like, oh my God. So last night we're outside, we're having ice cream, it's a nice night, and I see this lady just like appear out of nowhere, and I'm trying to remember what her face looked like, and I can't, like, it's not coming to me. But I know she just had like this weird smile on her face. It just immediately creeped me out, so I just kind of like jumped. So I say, you know, she scared me. My son's like, what? I said, she scared me. He's going, who, what? Huh? Like, keep it down. Like, I'm being actively haunted. Can you stop? Like, stop it, please. Shh. So my kids get up and they're looking in the direction that I'm looking, and they're just kind of confused. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. And I walk over to my husband and I'm like, oh my God, you can't tell me that wasn't a ghost. He's like, huh? Like, he also has no idea what I'm talking about. So I went back on my Ring camera, like, am I insane? Because I know what I saw, and then I saw that. And what's crazy is if you look up the nurse's uniform from Byberry State Hospital, like, that was it.
She says the hospital was infamous for its horrifying conditions, understaffed, overcrowded, and deeply unbearable. Heather remembers exploring the place as a teen, describing underground tunnels once used to transport bodies, and the chilling feeling that something unseen was always nearby. So now, she's left wondering, did she really see a lost soul from the hospital?
Ano yung para sa akin, pag mga hospital, lalo pag abandonado na or haunted, talagang malaki ang chance na may mga nagpaparamdam dyan. Kasi dyan marami namamatay sa hospital. Tapos, ayun nga, sa kwento niya, hindi siya namalikmata sa nakita niya kasi may CCTV footage. At least may proof na nagsasabi siya ng totoo at totoo yung nakita niya.
Wandering the land after all these years? Well, that's up to you to decide.
Okay, number 1.
This video was shared by user Lorty L Nano, who says the following footage is quote, "Not a joke, it's real." And that, it really scared them. The school where the uploader goes to is said to be haunted by the spirit of a former pupil, especially in one of the classrooms. Staff and students have reported seeing a mysterious childlike figure dressed in school uniform, but its face wasn't that of any living human. And what's more is that the sightings have all been reported during the daytime in exactly the same classroom on a Wednesday at precisely 3 p.m. The exact same time and place that a student tragically passed away years ago. In the video, 2 students who knew about the reports decide to visit the classroom at precisely 3 p.m. and they see this.
Uy! Ay, may tao nga oh.
Someone or something dressed in school uniform can be seen sitting at the far end of the classroom, but when they go in to take a closer look, whoever it was is nowhere to be seen. But where did they go? As I said before, Lorty L Nano uploaded this video with the caption, "It's real," and some agree. However, I am not too sure, because if you look right here, we can see the curtain is slightly open and letting in some light. But when he goes in, well, the curtains are drawn. So, yeah, a bit suspicious here. And after replaying this moment a dozen times, I couldn't find any cuts. But it's still pretty creepy.
Oo nga no. Kasi bukas yung kortina no unang tingin. Tapos ang pagpasok biglang sumahado yung kortina. Paano nga nangyari yun?
Nonetheless. So what do you think? Is this video real as the uploader
Baka pwedeng tao lang din yan. Na nakaupo lang.
claims, or a poorly edited hoax? You tell me. Thanks.
Ayun. Thanks for watching. Na-miss ko to. Mindjunkie. Make sure mag-subscribe kayo sa channel na to. Saka syempre, subscribe din kayo sa akin channel na Master Renz. At pa-click na yun ang bell button para lagi tayo magkasama sa panonood. Thank you so much po sa pagsama and ingat po kayo palagi.